Hello everyone, I am Sajad and you are watching Pharma Inform. In Pharma Inform, today we will discuss a very important step of wet granulation, which is wet sieving. Wet sieving is performed after the kneading step. In our previous video, we have discussed in detail what is kneading. If you have not watched our previous video, the link is given in the description. Must watch that video before watching this video so you can easily understand wet sieving step. In wet sieving step, basically we are reducing the size of our granules or large lumps. In the kneading step, when we add binder solution, solvent or paste onto the dry powders and convert them into the wet mass, then there may be the formation of large size lumps which are not even break down by the chopper. So we use wet mill to reduce the size of our large lumps to get a uniform size wet granules. And this step basically these may be the large lumps, and this step is performed by using the wet mill. There are two methods by which we can perform wet sieving, either by using automatic method using wet mill which is attached along with the high shear mixer or rapid mixing granulator, or we can use a manual sieve to sieve our wet mass. So if we are using rapid mixing granulator, along with the body of mixing chamber we have installed a wet mill which break down large lumps into small size granules. Basically this is a mill which when rotate cuts our large lumps into the small size granules depending upon the sieve or mesh which is used in the wet mill. We transfer our wet mass from the mixing chamber to the wet mill. Wet mill reduce the particle size of large lumps, and we collect these uniform sized wet granules into a container or into a product trolley of the fluidized bed dryer. In advanced type rapid mixing granulators, pneumatic system is used to transfer our wet granules to the FBD product trolley of FBD. We use transfer pipes which automatically transfer our wet sieved granules to the product trolley of the FBD, or manually you can place a container below the wet mill. After filling the container with granules, you can shift it into the product trolley of FBD. Basically this step or wet sieving is performed to facilitate the drying step. Suppose if we have a large size lumps, when we use fluidized bed dryer or any drying equipment like tray dryer for the drying of these lumps, the air is not penetrated inside, so during drying these granules take usually more time to dry and these are not uniformly dried. These lumps are dried from outside but remain wet from the inside, which creates problem and a defect also known as case hardening. What is case hardening? We will discuss it in a separate video. So when we reduce particle size of these granules, these are uniform size, small size, easily fluidized, and surface area is increased, so drying time is reduced. So in a brief summary of wet sieving step, we use wet sieving step to convert large lumps or to break large lumps into small size granules or wet granules. So what are the factors which may affect our wet sieving step? Basically, milling speed may affect this step, because if we use a very rapid or very high speed, our mill will breaks the lumps into very fine granules, and if we use a very slow sorry, if we use a very slow milling speed, our lumps may not be properly break down. So we should use an optimum milling speed during the wet granulation step. One more thing is to the rate at which we transfer our wet mass to the mill. If this transferring rate is very high, it may block our wet mill. So this transferring rate from mixing chamber of the rapid mixing granulator to the wet mill should be optimum and should be controlled, so that it may not choke or block the sieve which is used in wet mill. So it was a brief overview of wet sieving step. I hope now this step is clear to you, and what is the importance of wet sieving. Basically, it facilitates the drying step. Most of the people or most of the industries skip the wet sieving step, because the logic is that they are using chopper for the cutting of large lumps, but in practical observation it is found or it is observed that apart from using the chopper, there are many large size lumps which are left behind, and they are not properly broken down and create problems during drying and fluidization. So it is better to use a wet mill to enhance the surface area of granules and to convert the large lumps into the small size granules. I hope it's clear to you, and if you have any doubt or confusion, you can ask in the comment section. One important thing is to press the subscribe button, share the video to others, and like our videos. Up till now it's completed. For the next video, Allah Hafiz.